Hello and welcome to another wonderful day in my noisy basement. Today we're not going to worry about running and shutting off dehumidifiers or anything like that. Yesterday was a bad day. I shot a video and what happened? I made a boo-boo and I set the old brown best musket down with the bayonet pointing straight out instead of turning it away toward the walls so you couldn't run into it. And what did I do? I ran into it. I don't know if I can get the sleeve up on this guy, but I got a little tiny booger. Right there it is. See how quick she's healing? Really quick. Don't even really have a scab. It's not red, nothing. Looks really good. Almost like it never happened. But I did notice one thing about it. It's got 3 little corners to it. And it's definitely a puncture. So I'm thinking, some of them rumors they said about the bayonets, if they were truly rumors or not, but they said they were shaped that way so the wound was harder to heal. I would believe that might be the case, because if that would have been really, full size all the way to the hub, it'd be hard to patch anything up on that hole. So I'm beginning to wonder if that might not be some stuff that potentially has some truth in it, right? Okay, so we're here today, and what we're going to do is we're going to goof around, and we brought out the heavy dragoon pistol. You can see it here. Heavy dragoon, ladies and gentlemen, huh? The old cheapy ramrod. Right there it is, cheap wood. Gotta be careful you don't break it, huh? Whoop! Ah, my eye! See how dangerous I am? I done blowed it yesterday with being unsafe. This is really loose in there. So you gotta be careful of that. I got a paper towel. And of course I got a really nice prison cover on this one that I made. I like it. It's pretty nice. Safety feature. Got a nice piece of flint in there. Looks pretty straight. And of course the frizzen, nice and shiny. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to take and wipe this fella down a little bit. And we're going to take and put a little motor oil on this here rag. Right, well it's not a rag, it's a paper towel. A few pumps of motor oil, there you go. See the motor oil? It's 5W30 I believe. And then we can soak it in a little bit, and we'll rub it down with a little bit of this oil. Makes her look good. Now, before we get too carried away here, what we want to do is play a game called Stop the Spark. Stop the Spark? What kind of game is that? Well, it's an interesting one. So, but the first thing we got to do is get some of this oil off of our hands with a couple of paper towels. All right. Yes, because we got her oily. It's an oily towel. You can see maybe a little bit of grime that came off of it. I don't know, every time you wipe one down, you get a little grimy now and then. But yes, so what we're going to do is take a look at the old spark. So we take it to the half-cock position, bring down the frizzen. Hey, the furnace shut off. How nice, huh? I'll be warm and quiet for a moment. Full cock there. Bring her up, turn off the light, and hit it for a spark. See what we get. Are you ready? Oh, I could barely pull that trigger. Did you see all that spark? That was a lot of spark. I would say she would go boom, huh? No doubt about it. I guarantee she'd go boom. Okay, so now what we're going to do in this game of Stop the Spark, this is motor oil, 5W30. We're going to put a little motor oil on the frizzen. On it now. Can you see it? It's on there. Ooh, it's running around. Okay, so now that frizzen is nicely oiled, and we'll wipe a little oil onto the flint. Yes. So we got motor oil on her. So she's motor oiled up. And it's usually what happens is when I go out to shoot, I'll just take them like that. Take them out. They're all oily and everything. And then, of course, my performance, I guarantee you, is not going to be as good as if I had it nice and dry and had cleaned it with rubbing alcohol. All right, so I'm sure you can see she's pretty shiny with some motor oil. I don't know where that jug of oil is at, I could show you, but it's what I use in my GMC truck. Anyway, let's do the old spark again. Ouch, things are slippery now, huh? Be careful, you'll get cut on that flint. That's a sharp flint, so let it be known that it's sharp. And be careful, because you'll get cut. We'll be bleeding again like we was yesterday, and we'll blow our safety features. And we'll turn out the light. See what kind of spark we get in the land of oily. Oh my goodness. what do you know? A little bit of oil, motor oil. It's on my hands. I'm Mr. Oily now. So anyway, and it's turning me cloth yellow. I mean, it's not a cloth, it's a paper towel. What do they call them? I don't know. It's the member's mark from Sam's Club, paper towels. But we can wipe her down some more. You've seen those two flashes. One just coming off the shelf, never wiped it down with rubbing alcohol. And the other one, add an oil to it, motor oil even, and then setting it off. So, but I would recommend, you know, when they get hot and stuff, that oil starts to seep and it can cause you issues. There's nothing on this lock. It's a plain one. And it's pretty stiff. But this is the English Dragoon flintlock pistol, the heavy Dragoon. That's the longer version. Well, hold it too high, you can't even see it on the camera, huh? But it's a nice one. But anyway, I thought I'd share that and say, hey, take a look at that, huh? But anyway, yesterday was a bad day. I'd been up for a long time, just sitting around, couldn't sleep. Been up for a while. I needed to hit some sleep, and I was going to do it. And then guess what? I kept thinking about the video I wanted to make, and I thought, man, I can't. I laid down a little bit, and I got back up. I can't sleep. I have a video I want to make. So what am I doing? I'm staying awake, huh? Because I want to do this video. It's keeping me from sleeping. So I thought, well, if I go downstairs and do this video real quick on the old brown Bess, it's one where I wanted to show people that if they want to get into reenacting and stuff, that'll work as your first piece, right? It'll do you just fine. And then you can upgrade, get you something else if you want to later. I think they'll hold their value for the most part if you clean them and take care of them and keep them nice. I don't think they're going to degrade and go down in value. There's the end of the barrel on that one, huh? I wish I should try to find a light, see if I can shine down in there. But they're pretty clean inside. But yeah, so anyway, we had set our musket down with the bayonet still on it. That's probably a bad idea. Take your bayonet off. I would never recommend loading those things with a bayonet on, because if for some reason you go up too high and you go to come down, you're going to shish kebab your hand or your arm on that bayonet. And believe you me, that does not feel very good, huh? I did it. I have been poked with the brown Bess. I have. And it was not the greatest of feeling. I swear that oil was sitting right there somewhere. Maybe I took it out and used it in the truck. I don't know. Anyway, that's the way it goes, huh? Oh, you can't find it, eh? No, I can't. Well, this here, I just wonder what I could do to that to tighten it up a wee bit. I suppose if you take it apart and look in there, there's probably a little pressure. Maybe there's a little pressure spring or something. But she's kind of loose, huh? She goes down that far. And that is clear down to the touch hole. All the way down to the touch hole, that is. So, anyway, I would get me a, you know, something else I could use. I don't think you're going to have something at least, what is this thing, 12, yeah, I think it's about 12 inches long. Oh, it does have some marks on top of the barrel, right there. Can you see them? I don't know. Right here, there's one here and one there. Looks like a George Rex crown and another mark. Oh, it's got 3. 1, 2, 3 on the top. Oh, 4. Actually 4. One at the back. It has some of the original proof marks and stuff you'll find on some of the actual real models of these from the time period. Yep. So, but anyway, yes, I thought I would do that real quick. Bring it down and show you what happens with motor oil on it. But I'll tell you, that is a pretty darn sharp flint. It's not a dull flint. We might have to have a dull flint. I don't think I want to take and just waste me super sharp piece of flint and everything. I take that outside and shoot it. And you got the idea. When you get some oil on them, you can still get some spark. But I would imagine that your reliability is going to increase big time if you clean them with rubbing alcohol, wipe down your steel parts, get the oil off of it, break that down. Something else that really is decimating to oil is Dawn dishwashing soap. That's a good one to clean. If you clean and swab your barrel with Dawn dishwashing soap and clean it real good and rinse it all out and clean your lock in Dawn dishwashing soap, put it together and take it to shoot it, there's not going to be any oil seeping out of the metal or nothing. It will draw it out, because that's what I use on my hands. I get oil on my hands, and then you know, I touch things and you know, I can't be getting oil in certain things. I gotta have clean hands. It's just the way it is. And oil within the skin is not gonna work. So, because if I scratch or whatever, I wind up giving myself a nasty pimple, huh? One of them any ones that hurts really bad, huh? We don't want those, no. And that's what happens. Oil gets in the pores and plugs up things. So, yes, you must make sure that if you want to break down the oil and grease, that you use Dawn dishwashing liquid. Now, remember, when you're washing your car or anything like that that's plastic, if you don't want it to fade, don't use Dawn dishwashing liquid on your plastic stuff. It will fade and dry out plastic and make it black plastic turn, what do you call it, gray, or it'll fade and it looks terrible. So, because a lot of people wash their cars and stuff and they get a little Dawn, they do their dishes, hey, give me a little of that dish soap, you know. They go out there and wash their old plastic vehicle down and they wonder why the color's fading on the plastic and everything. It doesn't look good. So you have to learn that the hard way too, I guess. But yes, but anyway, there she be, the old heavy, I guess some of them call it the heavy Dragoon, but it's the 12-inch barrel model. I think it's 12 inches. I ain't gonna go get a tape measure, but it looks like about the 12-inch barrel. Pretty close, huh? Or even, yeah, it's gotta be at least that. So, but the furnace is back on again, eh? The furnace has been stuck in my head for a long time. That's all I hear is rumble, rumble. Yes, but I'm warm. I don't want to start a feud with people in the house. How dare you turn on the furnace and freeze us up here? You will stick up your hands and you will say, I will never, never turn the furnace off again, or else you will get this, that, and the other thing. Ooh, and I didn't want that, do I? No, you don't want that, it will hurt you. It's called a broom handle upside your head, silly. Oh, yes, we don't want that. We don't want hit with the broom handle, do we? No, we don't. All right, so anyway, I come down, I was sitting up there. I said, I'll go do another video. What the hey, you're not doing anything. Be safe this time. Leave them bayonets alone. Don't you touch a bayonet. So I said, okay, I'll go down and play, and I won't touch no bayonets. Oh, I didn't know how I can get hurt. Unless I spill this oil on the floor and slip on it, break me neck, eh? Well, see, all my coffee evaporated and dried up. It's gone. That was the advantage of being in the basement with the concrete floor. You don't have to worry about cleaning up the mess. Yes. Yeah, that's a nice frizzen cover. Oh, yes. So anyway, it's got this cord here is not time period correct at all. I got it off of an old set of blinds, you know, your window blinds where you pull the cord off of those. It works pretty good, but it's not time period correct for sure. But the leather works because they had lots of leather back then. I don't think anything else on it will be out of time at all. I wonder how tight that back of this barrel is. I believe this one, oh yeah, it's good and tight. I believe this one here leaks out of the breech plug. A little bit of water when you clean it. It's not got a good seal. I think that was a problem with that one. I think it's the one that had the leaky breech plug. But I don't really have a lot of concerns with it coming apart or anything. It's just, I suppose you could take a little bit of, oh, what's that stuff called? Loctite or something, and put in there, JB Weld, to put a little bit in there and fix it right up. All right, son. Here it comes. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Say cheese. Oh man. Okay, well, let me get off here. All right, and we'll see y'all in the next video, and hopefully we'll keep our videos safe. But I went ahead and posted that one. At first I was like, man, I ain't putting that up. And then I thought, no, just put it up. People need to see the reality of some of the dangerous stuff and stupidity things you can do when you're tired. So a lot of times, if you're going to go out and play with these things, you know, you want to be safe when you're doing it. So you want to make sure that you're in a safe mind and you're paying attention. It's not fun to be the safety sheriff when you're out playing with these with other people because they're doing some dumb stunts. But you have to be prepared and paying attention to what's going on so nobody gets injured or hurt seriously when they're playing around with these. That's the main thing. Safety, safety, safety. And am I a great safety guy? Most of the time, but I get tired and I get not paying attention. I get to goofing off. I was more interested in talking and running me chops. So then what happened? Oh, I didn't move the bayonet away from here. I left it straight out and boom, I ran right into it. I think I showed you my arm. It's just a little black spot, but it's got two little bars down on it where it's a triangle. So and I'm thinking, oh, that might be hard to heal. So it definitely is a puncture wound. It's not where you can just, the skin's over and it closes right up. It's left a little black circle with a couple little legs on it. So, all right, but it's working good. I mean, hand works good, eh? Oh yes, it works good. A couple slaps in the face teach you a lesson, huh? All right, well, that's it for me, and hope you're having a great day, and we will see you later in the next video. I'll come up with something else to goof around. The oil did not stop the frizzing from sparking quite well, but like I said, that's a fairly sharp piece of flint. If I do say so myself. Yeah, it's not dull, but it's got a nice edge to it. It's not razor sharp, but it'll probably cut you quicker than most, huh? So, hey, I hope you enjoyed that. That was just some interesting stuff. I said, you might be able to make a video without hurting yourself. Do you think you can? And I thought, well, maybe I can. You know, it's not every day, but maybe this time I can, huh? So far, so good. So let's sign off before we have an accident. Because sometimes we get accident prone. It's like my wife, she'll want me to do something, and I'll say, you know what? I'll get to that as soon as I can. She'll say, well, I want it done now. And I'll say, well, you can get it done now. And she's like, but I want it done now. I need it done right now today. And it's like, hey, I can't do it. She's like, what the hell's the matter with you? Are you lazy? Oh, there's another swear word. Shame on you, Ed. You know you're not supposed to use foul language. Oh, I know, but for some reason, oh my. Okay, so let me apologize for that, eh? Didn't mean to. I can't edit it out or beep it or nothing like that because my phone don't have enough room for any more than about a 30-minute video, and then when I try to redo stuff, it just says I don't have enough memory. So, but anyway, so she'll get after me. But it's like, man, I just need to stay in bed. I need to put the covers over my head, and I need to just don't do anything because it's one of them days where nothing's going to go right. You know, you've had them kind of days. Everything's going wrong. Everything you do, you might as well forget it because it's not going to be right. It's going to be 10 times more trouble than it's worth. It's just nothing goes together right, huh? So it's one of them days. So if somebody trying to get you to do something, you're feeling one of those days on your shoulder, don't do it. Too hazardous, that's what I say. All right, get to it when you're feeling confident and ready to go and you got some good rest. That's the main thing. All right, well, we thank everybody for everything that they do for everybody else. It's nice, huh? And you're being good to people and treating them right, and I thank you for that because that makes the whole world a better place. And that's what we're up to, trying to make the world a better place where we can enjoy ourselves and have a good time. And that's what we want, to enjoy ourselves and have a good time and treat people right. That's the main thing. Take the message of the Lord Jehovah in heaven and follow the scriptures and learn to have your heart softened and read your Bible, and what you can't understand, don't get worried about it. It'll come to you or somebody will help you out with it, you know. And that's what I found out. So, yep, hey, I need some information. I need some help. And, well, it just comes. You know, sometimes you gotta let things line up a little bit, huh? Give us some time. You can't have self-gratification immediately every time, although you get spoiled by that and you like it, huh? It's kind of rough on you when you want something you can't get it, you know, but that's how it is in this wonderful world that we're in today. So yes, give it time, it'll work. You know, enjoy yourself. That's what I'm doing, trying to enjoy myself and have a good time. All right, yes sirree. Got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. You might as well be the one who does it. Make good decisions. Pay attention. Watch your safety stuff. Just look around and say, hey, okay, so what's going on here that could potentially be hazardous to me health or someone else's, huh? Pay attention. So, and sometimes my attention span is like 0. And so that's one of them times when, hey, you're not paying attention to what you're doing. I should just watch the TV show and throw a blanket on and sit back and drink some coffee. And, be careful I don't burn myself on the coffee pot, huh? Oh man, it's going to be a bad day, huh? Even the coffee's getting after you. Oh, the coffee, the coffee. Well, speaking of coffee, let's have a shot of coffee and take off here. Ah, yes, the old French brand. Ah, delicious, huh? Well, we get that at Sam's Club. All right, well, see y'all later. Have a great day, huh? Hey, we can't get the phone to. You can't get the phone to quit working, eh? You're trying to. Maybe my batteries went dead, huh? All right. Well, hey, we'll do the old reach up and poke the button, huh? Stop the recording. Stop it. Stop it. I can't take no more.